What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video we are going to be going over the top 5 best and worst value power forwards in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. So before we get on to it, just need to thank you guys for 225,000 subs. We hit it. Like, I woke up today with 224,999. We were one single subscriber off, which was a little bit of a weird one, but we did it anyway. Thank you guys for all the support recently as well on the channel. But anyway, this is going to be the top 5 best and worst value power forwards in the game. This is just based on value. There may or may not be players that I forgot about, and this is just for my, well, it's just me personally. There are a lot of these guys are good, and I'm also going to put a little more weight in current gen because there is one guy on the worst value list that he's number 5 on the worst value, but he is very, very good on next gen. He's just so bad on current gen because of the way the game plays. He's good on next gen, unusably bad on current gen. But yeah, so let's get on to these now. I know a lot of you guys obviously well, you guys may not like these worst value cards, but I'm telling you, you can get better for cheaper. So, at number 5, we're going to the sleeper set, Paul Millsap. So, Paul Millsap's not that expensive. Like, you're looking at around 25,000 MT. And it's all around stats like, he's just like a little bit of a worse Bobby Jones. Like, you're looking good badges. He's got clamps, he's got a hard crusher, post move lockdown, set shooter, hot stopper. The guy's got good badges. He's all around, he's got a lot. The guy's got a lot going for him. But the big problem with this card, you can't see it right here. He's got cold zones in both corners. So yeah, his 3 balls 82. He's got moderately good ball handle. His steal and block are awful though, but I still think his defense is pretty good from me using him. His speed's okay. He basically is just this dude right here. Another version of AK. Except for the fact that he's got cold zones, whereas AK doesn't. The 2 cold zones in the corners are killer, because without range extender and stuff, he's not going to shoot too off in the wings. However, with the cold zones in the corners, he's really not going to shoot off in the corners. So he's a non-scoring, like he's a non-shooting threat. He's also not the best inside player. A pretty good defender, but 25k MT, you can get better guys than him for 4 or 5k MT. No question about it. That you can get better guys than him for 4 or 5k. So I can't not put him on the list. Although he's pretty good on next gen. He's pretty good on next gen, can't lie. But to be fair though, I have been having success running silver Matt Thomas on next gen. I scored, or what did I score? Like 5 points yesterday in a game with bronze Dwayne Bacon on next gen. I used, what was the silver dude that I used and hit 2 threes? Jalen Adams. I shot 100% from 3 with Jalen Adams with a 74 rated 3 in a game earlier today. So yeah, a lot of people are usable on next gen. Then we're on to number 4, and this is the double take set. And we got Karl Malone here. He's just not good, is he? Like, he's not the most expensive card in the world. Like, he's most of the time he's around the 20k mark, maybe a little bit under that. But for Karl Malone, what you're getting for that price is you're getting a guy who's 6'9". Yeah, he's got 6 Hall of Fame badges, but are any of these apart from Lob City? Trust me, that badge, not even like even without that badge on next gen, you're catching every lob. On current gen, you're catching every lob. That badge on like bronze, like is anything above bronze, I don't even notice the difference. Posting lockdown, yes, is a good badge. He's got catch and shoot corner specialist. His release is okay. Intimidator. Stats wise, he's got a pretty okay 3-pointer. His driving, standing dunk are good. Ball handling is not great. Perimeter defense, not ideal, but interior defense pretty good. Doesn't have elite length. Not great speed of ball. Lateral quickness isn't too bad. He just doesn't really do anything at an elite level. Like, he's a solid all-around card. He's basically another David West. He's basically just another David West card. And David West is like 12k MT. So that's kind of what he is. He's not the worst card in the world, but at 20k MT, he's definitely not a good value card, especially when there is another power forward in this set that's a million times better than him and a million times cheaper. Well, not a million times cheaper, like 25 or 75% cheaper. Now we are on to a card that this is one of the worst power forwards in the game. Amethyst Dirk Nowitzki. The guy is still over 10k MT. He is a garbage man. He is garbage man. Like, He's 7 foot tall. Looking at his badges, he's got fade A's. You can't hit fades anyway in this game, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, he's a catch and shoot corner specialist. He's got steady on current gen. His release is garbage. Yes, thankfully he's got flexible goals, but like no range extender. He's got an 87-3, which is pretty decent. He's got a 47 block, 55 speed, and 40 lateral quickness. Like, the Hall of Fame range, Dirk's barely usable. So how the hell is a slower Dirk Nowitzki with no range extender going to be a usable card in game? I don't care that 10k MT isn't a lot. Like, in my best value list, 4 of the guys are cheaper than Dirk Nowitzki, and they're all 100 times better than Dirk Nowitzki. Even if you are the biggest Dirk Nowitzki fan in the world, I would not suggest to use this card. Like, I would literally say, just save up your MT, go get the better Dirk. Because this card is just not, this card is not it. He's awful. Like, I can't even say there's any redeeming quality to him. He is absolutely awful. He is absolutely awful. Both gens. Absolutely awful. His fadeaway, he has the worst fade in the game as well. The guy literally has the worst. He's Dirk Nowitzki, known for the post fade. Half fade ace. Has the worst fadeaway animations in the game. Doesn't make sense. Now we're on to number 2, and we are going to the possess set, and it is Amar'e Stoudemire. Pretty sure Amar'e was number 1 on my previous list, and he's around 50-ish K. So for that price, you'd expect to get something half decent. You got 15 badges. So you got 19 badges. He's got Lob City, Rise Up. Like, that badge doesn't matter. He's also, you're looking at his other badges. He's got, like, no catch and shoot, Bronze Corner Specialist. Like, he doesn't even have good badges. His post game is pretty good, posting and fade away, but again, doesn't matter on current gen. His release is alright. Amar'e Stoudemire release 79 3 ball. It's alright. He'll hit. Trust me, he'll hit on next gen. He'll sometimes hit on current gen. Great mid range, obviously a good dunker. But like, explain to me how this guy's better than Karl Malone. He's 50k, and I don't like Karl Malone. But this guy's, if even better than Karl Malone. I don't think he's better. He's like worse Karl Malone, but more expensive. Amar'e Stoudemire was not good when he first came out. He's still not good, and the guy is still 50,000 MT. But the reason he's number 1 is because he does lock in for Dave Counts, who I have to admit, Dave Counts is still pretty good. He is still a pretty good card in this game. So for that reason, we have got him in at number 2. But number 1, this guy's fine on next gen. And if anything, he's very good on next gen. He is awful on current gen. Kevin Garnett. You are paying, first of all, he doesn't lock in for anything. So he doesn't have the extra little bit of value involved in being a lock-in. He is 75k. I bought him for 60k in the middle of November and sold him straight away because I didn't think he was good. Since this card has came out, or since then, since the middle of November, when I last used this card and sold him, I think I only got like 75k for him. Cards that have come out since then. We have got Bosch, Lopez, AD, Chris Webber, Will Chamberlain, Bill Russell. Basically all the good big men in the game have come out since then. And he stayed at the same price. He was alright value when he first came out. Like, his jumper's solid next gen, awful current gen. His block doesn't feel like 88. He doesn't get steals. Ever. He does not come with Heart Crusher off rip. You have to place it on him. Speed 2 ball and acceleration, very average. 80 lateral quickness is not terrible, but it's not exceptional. Like, yeah, he's got Half Intimidator and Rim Protector. Really good badges. I'm not gonna lie. They are really, really good badges. Goal catch and shoot, like brick wall. He's got silver clamps. I mean, he's got a few things going for him. He does. He's not the worst card in the world, but for this price, you're basically getting like, I'm trying to think, because he's not going to really hit a shot, is he? I'm trying to see, is there a comparable player that's a moderately athletic, lengthy, non-shooter that can play defense? You're getting worse Pascal Siakam. You are, that's a good comparison. You are literally getting worse Pascal Siakam with silver clamps. I'm pretty sure you can put clamps. Maybe you can't. But I would take Pascal Siakam 100 times out of 100 before I'd take Kevin Garnett. And you're paying 70-something K for KG. So yeah, that is why he is number 1 on the worst value list. Now we're on to the best value, something a little bit more positive. And we are starting off with Andrei Kirilenko. So AK is a pretty, like, he's not the cheapest card in the world. Like, you might expect him to be cheaper. Sometimes he does go down to like 3k MT, but he's around 4.5, 5k MT. The guy's just solid. He's like worse Bobby Jones. Basically, Bobby Jones is like better AK. AK is like better Paul Millsap. He's got half tireless defender. His 19 gold badges include rim protector, clamp, so he's basically got all the defensive badges you need. And the massive thing with Andrei Kirilenko is he's got base 29. If you don't know what base 29 is, it is Glenn Robinson, it's Danny Granger, Zion Williamson on current gen, Luka Doncic on current gen. Basically, it's one of the best releases in the game. It's a release that a lot of people really, really like. So, that with an 83, yes, he only has one hot zone on the court. It's a greenable release, but his defense is elite. His defense is elite. His speed is alright. It's not like 78 all around. It's usable. It's not great, but it's usable. Great lateral quickness, though. And he's got that really nice length, great rebounding, and obviously elite steal and block. So he plays lanes really well. A card that I really, really like in this game. And I'm telling you, in my opinion, on next gen, this AK shoots better than the Diamond AK. Current gen, I think I prefer 98, but on next gen, 29 is a million times better. And green window is green window on next gen, so give me this AK over the Diamond. No, give me the Diamond AK, but if you just want someone to hit a wide open shot, give me this AK. But I'm not going to say in general. I mean, in a specific scenario where you have them each taking one shot, I would rather shoot with this AK. Obviously, I'm not saying this is AK as a top 15 card in the game, like the other AK is, especially on current gen. But now we are on to number 4. And number 4 is the guy we've been talking about in regards to Kevin Garnett. We've been talking about Serge Ibaka. So Ibaka, most of the time you can get this guy for under 10k MT. I assume he's that price. Yeah. So 9k MT, you are getting a really nice big man. Like, you're getting everything basically except clamps and range. You're getting a guy that has got a fantastic release, half rim protector, catch and shoot corner specialist, intimidator, as well as a few decent silver badges. But it's just like player building animation more than anything. Decent post game. He's got a really nice mid range and really nice 3. If he's open, he'll hit an awful lot, especially if you're on next gen. Current gen though, he's a money. Like, I was about to say, he is the chicken man. I'm watching too much Thai on current gen. He's got a 97 block, which is elite. Yeah, his steal's not great. He is that interior defensive center. He's an interior defensive center who can hit threes, basically. He's not going to defend too well out in the perimeter, but he will recover quite well. Definitely one of the kind of underrated power forwards in this game, and he belongs on this list, in my opinion. And number 3, this guy, I like him more than most people. I know some people don't like him, and most people like to run him at power forward, a small forward, and there's a good reason for that. Siakam. So Siakam, it all depends on when you buy the card. Like, a lot of the time he's down under 5k, and sometimes he's up at like 8, 9k. I think the price he's at right now at 7.5k is really decent value. Mainly because he's 6.3k and not even sell for 15 minutes. So you could probably get him for 5.5k at some stage. My thing with Siakam is that I think his release is so good. If you don't like Siakam base, which is like Jaylen Brown and stuff, you're not going to like this card as much as I do, but I really do. So, Siakam has got goal post or half post move lockdown. He's got gold catch and shoot, gold corner specialist, gold post spin, gold drop stepper, even though he's not going to play in the post. He's got gold rim protector, gold clamps, gold hard crusher, gold intimidator, gold steady, which is blinders. He's also got gold quick first step, gold hot zone hunter, really, really good, and bronze interceptor. He's 6'9". He's also got an 86 3 ball, with, in my opinion, a great release. A really solid dunker. Not the best ball handle, but he does have the Pro 2 behind the back, which is good. All around great defensive stats. And his rebounding is what really lets him down. Like, if you can get by with him struggling to rebound, like, because he does have good length, it's not going to seem as bad, but it's still not very good. But he does have very nice speed and good lateral quickness. He's like a step up on that AK. He's like a better version of the AK-47 card, in my opinion, and I still think he should be on the list, but just be aware he can't rebound. I would probably play him at the 3. Normally I'd play AK at the 4. I would definitely play Siakam at 3. Also, you have the potential to badge up Siakam or find a badge up Siakam. This one just has an extra. Okay, I was like, this one has an extra half badge. What half badge does he have? Drop step right now. I was like, maybe if he had half range. But like, you're getting 37 goal buys at 6.3k. You can't go wrong with that. Now we are on to number 2. Number 2 is still one of the most underrated cards in a long, long time. And it is Thurl Bailey. Like, how this guy has slipped under the radar. How he has slipped under the radar. Especially if you're on current gen, he's a really solid like corner shooter. If you are on next gen, this is one of those like must buy cards. Like how he has stayed around that 32k. He actually went down quite a bit. I think when I was making one of my videos, he was like 25k. But basically, what you're getting with Thurl is you're getting a 6'11 player, good wingspan. He's got good overall dribble sigs. He's got an 83 3 ball. He's got actually on current gen he got Pro 5 behind the back, which is absolutely elite. On next gen it's not great. So, but then he also has got Curry slide next gen and no Pro 5 behind the back. So he's actually going to even on both gens. A fantastic dunker. He's also got really good steal on perimeter defense. Rebounding, he gets boards. I don't care what his rebounding stats say, he gets boards. He's got a bit more length than Siakam, he gets boards. The 42 block rating might be a problem. But using him as a 6'11" small forward demigod type player, that might work even better. He's got a pretty nice, he's got a fast release. It's a difficult one to get used to, but he's fast. He's super fast. Like, he's got super good speed. And 7 halves, 35 goals. Half quick first step. What more can you ask for? Especially if you're out there boosted on current gen. What more can you ask for in a demigod type card? In my opinion, give me him over Giannis any day. Give me him over Pink Diamond Giannis. You see, otherwise, that's fine. But in my opinion, give me Thurl over Pink Diamond Giannis. And number 1, and again, I don't think it's particularly close. This has been the best value card in the game since the day he came out. Shawn Kemp. It doesn't matter what gen you are in. It doesn't matter where. It doesn't matter when. Shawn Kemp will be in budget squads till the very end. Danger or trouble, he's there on the double. You know that you always can call Shawn freaking Kemp, lads. That may be the worst thing I have ever done on this channel. That's up there. That is up there with Bingo was in AO and my Imagine CP3 joke yesterday. I think that might actually be the worst joke on the channel. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments if the Kim Possible joke there or the Bingo was in AO were the worst jokes. But he's around 4k MT. And for 4k MT, you're basically getting like mini Pink Diamond Blake Griffin without the defense. Doesn't get clamps, not great on perimeter defense, but he's got the speed to kind of make up for it. Elite dunker, really good shooter, good ball handle. Defense not great, but he's got pretty good speed, so we can kind of make up for it a little bit. Lateral quickness not great again. He is going to give you a lot of like the offensive play, what the good offensive players give you, as well as that the guy's got half showtime as well. So on current gen, if you do review showtime, he's great for that as well. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. In my opinion, these are the top 5 best and worst value power forwards in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.